Dump on Denver all you want for the city letting the sun clear many snowy streets, but it's up to homeowners and businesses to clear most sidewalks. The city only issues a handful of sidewalk tickets with each storm. And that's because the vast majority of people who are asked to clear the sidewalks do. Here's Steve Steger.
It feels like we shouldn't have to explain why you need to shovel your sidewalk, but we will. Again.
It's really hard to get wheelchairs over bumpy, rutted, snowy sidewalks.
Jonathan Pira says whenever it snows in his West Colfax neighborhood, he isn't shy about letting the city know who isn't following the rules.
If we encounter properties that, it's been 24, maybe 48 hours, haven't shoveled, hard to get the stroller through, we'll pull up the PocketGov app and send in a notice to 311.
It may seem fruitless. The city barely issues any fines for unshoveled walks. You'd think that Pira would be here to complain about that process. He isn't.
It's actually been very responsive. I've always seen a notice out on doors the next day.
Denver property owners have 24 hours after a storm to shovel. The city relies on complaints to 311 to enforce that rule.
And I would watch your step. It's definitely icy.
Marcus Hill is an inspector for the city who let us tag along with him today.
In this scenario, it has not been done.
After inspectors get a complaint, they go and check a site out, usually within a day. If they find an icy sidewalk like this, they issue a notice.
24 hours if I don't clean the sidewalk, then you can come back and serve me a fine.
Absolutely.
Clean up or pay $150. The reason we say this works, the city's been busy since the start of the new year.
Okay.
In the first 5 days of 2023, they've inspected 755 complaints. 180 of those cases, they found the sidewalk was already cleaned up. They issued 567 notices to people that they need to clean up. Of those 567 notices, they only had to issue 8 tickets, meaning people got the message.
I don't think any of us actually wants anyone getting a fine. I think for some of the residents, it's more of a reminder.
Kevin got a knock on the door from Marcus today and quickly made things better.
When you own your house, you accept the responsibility that you do have to shovel snow.
Imagine that. One of the homeowners who got a notice from Marcus today, though, came out after he was gone. He told me as I was packing up that he would really appreciate it if the city cleaned the roads with the kind of diligence he's been asked to clean his sidewalk. Fair point. But the bottom line is this: the city is absolutely out inspecting. They have anywhere between 26 and 29 people inspecting those sidewalks based on all of those complaints they get through 311. And for what we thought was a handful of tickets, you'd think maybe it was only a couple of people out there. 755 complaints since the beginning of the year. That was in the first 5 days of the year. It's quite a few properties they were able to check out.
We talk about resources, how the city spends money. It would seem like this program is a pretty decent use of resources if an ask is getting other people to do the work.
Yeah, the thought is here too that these are inspectors who are usually out at construction sites working on those types of things. They say that they can cover about 3,000 square miles of sidewalks in Denver with the resources they have. But remember, you could be doing other things and not have them out on the sidewalks if you just shoveled your walkway in the first place.
Yep, that's why you shovel out. You shovel out a neighbor if you can, or even just ask a neighbor, hey, can you do your walk?
Yeah.
All right, Steve, thank you.